Welcome back to Maroon Lust, Kenny story, and this is part 3. And here we start off with Charles and his son Kenny. Kenny is 17 in this video, and apparently Charles, being a butt as always, is finding a new argument with his son. And it's getting so bad that just being in the same room together will start an argument. I think he's arguing about that Kenny has put on weight. Apparently, putting on weight or being fat is unacceptable to Charles. He's just that way. Kenny was trying to walk away from the argument, but Charles just calls him back. He says something to bring Kenny back into the argument. It's like, do not say that about me. He tries to defend himself, and then we fade over to the table. Even at the dinner table, there is an argument. And you got Charles making fun of Kenny. He's just making fun of his weight and stuff, his acne, stuff like that. Just downright being verbally abusive to Kenny for no reason at all, just because he just can. I mean, Kenny is not that sensitive. He appears not to be that sensitive, and so he's just arguing over nothing, pretty much. And at the table, we're joined by Scott, who's 15 in this now. And you can see him eating at the table. Here they are, continue arguing. Like that glitches, they stay in the same spot. Now, that's a staring contest now. And Kenny, again, just walks off. Apparently, Charles has told Kenny to get out. He's told him to get out of my house. He pretty much has thrown his teenage son out of the house with no money. Because look at that. He is just standing on a sidewalk of an empty lot. So Kenny is just out on his own. He just threw Kenny out of the house. That is a very crappy thing to do when your son is still in school. And here he is. Kenny is most likely not just sad, but he's angry. You can see that his plumb bob is red. He's not just down on his luck. He's angry. That argument was pretty heated when Charles told him to get out. He makes a wish in the fountain like, I wish I had a place to live. I wish I didn't get thrown out of the house, because this sucks. So Kenny is just looking around. He see if he can have a place to do his homework, which he is doing right now, which he had done. He finished his homework. And now he's doing his extra credit homework. I'd speed things up because it takes too long to do homework. Yeah. And must be algebra. Algebra is hard for some people. I find algebra pretty easy when I was in high school, but now I probably have to learn it all over again because it's probably hard for me now. And then Kenny taking time off to play some basketball at a park across the street. Kenny seems to be pretty good at playing basketball. Watch him make some trick shots and dribble. He can really throw that back ball just like his mom. His mom was playing basketball when she was pregnant with Kenny. And now Kenny is playing basketball. For a moment, it looked like he ain't holding anything. It looked like he's just shooting a ball that isn't really there. They get Kenny and his trick shots. Kenny's bored. At least he found a way to entertain himself. Now he's getting something to eat. I mean, whatever money he had after he was thrown out, he's using to buy food. I mean, when he got thrown out, he wasn't left with very much. Just whatever he had in his pockets. And he's hungry, so he buys food. He buys himself some dinner. I mean, after playing basketball, that also made him hungry too. And sometimes you're hungry after a workout. Kenny's got nowhere to sit. Well, he's going to be looking for a place to sit. He actually stands and eats. I can't do that. I got to sit down. Now Kenny is looking for a place to sit to enjoy his food. And then you got someone playing music in the background. Was playing music in the background. Now Kenny is tired, looking for a place to sleep. I speed up his nap, because you can only nap on the benches. He's so tired, he's got nowhere else to sleep. He's pretty much homeless. He's pretty upset about it. He looked like he had a little sad face for a moment there. The bench is uncomfortable, so he gets up and plays some more basketball. He's just that bored. He's got no home. He's sleeping on the streets. Guy comes over. What's wrong? He's like, my dad threw me out on the street. I don't have any money. I just spent all my money buying dinner at a vendor. I mean, I just got so many problems. My dad hates me. He's like, oh, don't worry. I'll probably give you some money, and you can just enough to get you a place to live. He's like, would you? I really like that. You don't have to, but that's very nice of you, kind sir. It's like, well, I can't stand to see a poor kid so homeless in the streets. So here we are. I put this on speed mode here to speed up this build of Kenny's new place. This man gave him some money, so he has a roof over his head. Well, not much, just whatever Kenny needs, like 4 walls and a roof, like a chair to sit on, like a little love seat couch, a stove, a fridge, a place to sleep, a toilet, a sink, a shower. I mean, maybe even a TV. Just a little house. And that's just enough for Kenny to be comfortable in. So he's not out on the street. So that's very nice of that man to give Kenny a little house to live in. So I'm building Kenny's house, his small house, his starter home, pretty much. I mean, it's pretty tough to be 17 and living on your own, especially with no money. So this nice man gives Kenny some money to build with. So he's got this nice home. At least he's out off the streets and he's out of the weather. Kenny can make his own food. Seriously, I had sped this build up. Otherwise, this house building would have took 14 minutes. I had to speed it up really quick. It would have been a long video. So I had to shorten it. Because otherwise you guys would be like so bored. It's like, when is this person going to build this house? Because it's just taking forever. So, speed build. I mean, for just about maybe $3,000 or maybe $4,000, you build what you can on an unlimited budget. I mean, Kenny wasn't offered much, but he got something. That's better than nothing. I mean, he's got a couch, a TV. He's got a little bathroom and a little kitchen and a place to sit and eat. I think I add a desk. Yeah, I do add a desk where Kenny can do his homework. Because he's still in high school. There we go. Now Kenny can be entertained and do his homework and stuff. And he has a place to shower and stuff. And has a comfortable place to sleep. Yeah, nice place to do your homework. And not be exposed to the elements. Is it me, or does it look like Kenny's got freckles from the lighting? It looks like he's got freckles on his body. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Some redheads do have freckles on them. I speed up him doing homework because it's just like, you gotta be really patient to actually sit there and watch it without being sped up. Sometimes I just don't have the patience to just sit there and wait for him to finish. I gotta speed things up. Okay, he's done with his homework. And I think he's just going to sleep. In his pajamas, and he goes to sleep. Now it's morning, and he's gonna make himself some breakfast. I don't know what he's getting. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to add a sink. I forgot to add the sink in the kitchen. Well, I guess Kenny ran out of money. He couldn't afford it. He only had enough to get himself this little house and enough to buy a week's worth of groceries in his fridge. So, there's that. I wonder what he's making. Looks like a pancake. Is he making pancakes? What kind of pancake starts a fire? You must really have to burn a pancake to cause a fire. Those look good. Can I have some, Kenny? You gotta eat up pretty quick. I think you have to go to school. So I don't see how it takes a sim hours to eat that food. That food right there, that meal would take me at least, 10 minutes to eat? It'd take me 10 minutes to eat breakfast. Or maybe even less than that if it's a bowl of cereal. But Sims, they take a ridiculous amount of time finishing a plate. Apparently, Kenny has a job and he just gotten home. And there is just a lot of people just standing outside. And some of them are standing together, like conjoined, and it's just really weird. Yeah, Kenny now has a job at a retail store. And here he is trying to make things up with his dad. His dad happens to be among the crowd, so this is where we're going to end part 3. There will be a part 4. Just not sure what's happened, because I recorded a lot of videos, so I don't know unless I have to rewatch the videos of what's going on. I think Kenny starts doing some exploring and figuring out what he's meant to do with his life. He just gets curious. That's what I think's gonna happen when he doesn't have school. He's telling his father that he got a job, and now he's just walking away. And here, that ends the 3rd video.